it helps the patients to get to know all of our staff. Because sometimes you have patients that you just shuffle them around. You shuffle them room to room. They're not sure where they're going. So it does help. You have to get a flow down. So that's another thing. When Dr. Gordon mentioned your team and kind of getting to know somebody, you have to find people that you can trust, you can flow with. And so, like Dr. Gordon and I, we are two brains or two bodies, one brain, because her and I, we literally work perfectly together. We have a flow. We have worked almost going on 2.5 years, 2 years. I don't know. It feels like forever, and it's amazing. But we do. We have a system. We have a flow. We have, different sheets for different things where I take notes, she takes notes. So that way our patients never see what we're talking about. We never talk about what patients need in front of them. We always have our little notes. So we never say in front of patients what they need. And so we're always aware of what the other is, what's going on in each room. And so that way we know at checkout what is going on, what's happening. So you need to make sure you have a staff that you can trust, that you can rely on, that knows your flow and that knows what you need from them, because they're going to make or break your spa.
Absolutely.
Oh, I kind of talked to it. So teamwork. I mean, running a smooth operation, it's all about the teamwork and having your staff chemistry, no drama.
Yes, definitely no drama. And we recently added a couple more staff members, and it's been amazing. It truly is about the staff chemistry. It's choosing wisely, and we've had a lot of applications over the past year. We've had to, really stop and say, is this a good fit? It's like a family. We spend a majority of our time here. And if you don't have that level of communication, comfort, trust, even of, hey, cover me while I'm in the bathroom, things like that, it can make you or break you, truly. And your front office staff, your office manager, they are the frontline contact. And I know from my previous practice that a lot of times people would say, Dr. Gordon, I absolutely love you, but your front office is terrible, and I don't know that I can come back. That's the last thing that you want to happen. You've worked too hard to get to that point, and patients rarely report the negative side of their experiences with your staff members. They are nice to you and maybe not nice to the staff, but it's very important to choose wisely from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I guess 1.5 years later,
almost two in February.
Yeah, that's right.
Closer than the half, I guess.
That's right. And we're both we're so humbled by this. Like I said, it started out, my goal and dream was to have more autonomy, more time with my family, and to have a one little device that I was going to tote around perhaps to my husband's office, who is an OB-GYN, and that was the original plan. And I've been blown away by our success and just feel so blessed. I don't even feel like it's a job. I come in, we talk, we have lunch together, we've done conferences together. The journey's not always going to be smooth. We've had a few bumps in the road, and especially when you start bringing on new team members, it's an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Beth said, it's almost like we decided to have kids. It's a big disruption initially, but if you choose wisely and you have the same values and you are really open with the communication and with the transparency is key for the whole practice, it works, and people feel it. And like Beth was saying, when patients feel that you are passionate and happy at work, they're going to feel that, and they're going to have a much better experience.
Absolutely. It's amazing it's almost infectious when you love your career, when you love what you're doing, when you're passionate about it, when when everything just falls into place. It's not going to be, easy. There's going to be bumps in the road, like Dr. Gordon said, but when you have a good stable staff and you have a good support system, those bumps are gonna just, you'll figure them out, and you're gonna go over them, and they're gonna be in your rearview mirror. But it's so amazing to be able to work with your best friend every single day, and it's not even work. I don't know what to call it, because like it's just absolutely amazing. And so it's really worth it. If you're really thinking about this and you really want to do it, don't give up on it. It's worth it. I really truly think so.
And you can do it. We are, as healthcare providers and physicians, we like to learn, and so learn the skill, be confident. If you don't feel confident in one particular area initially, take more courses. Empire has an amazing range of different skills and avenues and directions that you can take your practice if you wanted to focus on weight loss or body contouring, etc. But just make sure that you define your mission statement, and every decision that you make needs to go through that filter. If it does not pass the filter of your mission statement, it is not a good option. And again, make sure you hire smartly and really be picky, because they are going to be your everything. And don't give up if there are bumps in the road and you just feel frustrated and you're not getting the initial turnout that you want. Don't give up. There are always other options within this field. And remember, you are educated. You know this stuff. You've got this, and it's amazing how many of the medical diagnostic skills, the surgical skills really come into play, and those by now are pretty second nature. So it's not a difficult transition.
So basically what I would say to anybody, especially just tips for you if you're going to run your practice by yourself at first, or if you do have somebody kind of like me, it is okay to say no. It's going to be hard because you're going to be like, what do you mean it's okay to say no? Yes, it's okay to say no to patients. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself saying yes to things that you are not capable of doing because they have expectations that are not realistic. They have unreachable standards. They want, something that requires surgery that they don't want to get surgery for. It's okay to say no. You want that couple $100 or couple $1,000 to walk out your door, because trust me, the trouble that you will have is going to be so not worth it. It's so not worth it. And also, it's okay to say no to vendors. The amount of phone calls that you will get when you open your doors for people that want to sell you this and sell you that, the machines, the marketing, look into it before you agree to anything. Don't sign anything. Don't say yes to anything. Look into everything. You will be careful. There's a lot of them. We fell into a couple of them because they seem legit. So be careful. Do your research. Like Dr. Gordon said, you are educated. Educate yourself before you say yes to anything. And first impressions make or break you. So if you're going to be your front line for a while, or if you do have somebody, you make sure they dress appropriate, they look appropriate, they fit the bill, and they have a smile on their face every single day. Because if they, like I said, it's infectious. If they are happy to be there and they love what they do, patients are going to be happy to be there, and they're going to love to be there. And it's just going to spread the joy. It's going to fill the atmosphere of your medical spa. And you don't need to be perfect. Remember that you're a human. You're allowed to make mistakes. We learn from them. We grow from them, and we move on. We just don't make them again. We learn from that one, and we make more later. But we don't have to be perfect. And that's one thing, like owning your own business or being a manager. You're going to make mistakes, especially if you've never ran a med spa. Like I have never ran a medical spa.
Nor have I.
Nor have we. So we're doing this like totally flying by the seat of our pants. Do you think we're doing pretty okay? We're kind of rocking it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's been a cool 2 years. So, But you know, it's okay. We've made mistakes, but we've learned from them. We're growing from them, and it's okay. So don't expect to be perfect. Don't expect any mistakes. Don't beat yourself up, but learn from them and grow from them.